Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, elders, a great millstone, and shalom to all the brethren on the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We have found that number to be delivered, all right? So this is going to be a quick one. And just concerning these community prophets, all right? Every time you hear these debates and you hear what their message is and, you know, whatever interviews they're doing, they always go back to building up the community or reaching out to the community and doing better by the community, all right? This is not what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai put his servants here for, to be community prophets, all right? And the majority of these men who are doing this, you know, if you think about it, right, why are they so in touch with their community? Why is it all about the community? And when you speak soothing words to the community, they become, you know, they become submissive to you, if you will. For example, if you are a community prophet and you have, you know, this, you know, tithing type of operation going on, you get 10 individuals in that community to give you $10. That's $100. All right. So imagine the amount of people that you speak to or you reach out to within these communities. And when you ask for a donation or what have you, and I'm just saying $10 is a small round number. $10 by 10 people, that's $100. All right. So it makes sense to understand why these men are so in tune with their community, because that's their cash flow. That's where they get their cash from. All right. This is John 18:36. Yahushua answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then my servants would fight." All right. So we're not concerned about these neighborhoods, these communities, these cities. All right. We're not concerned with that. That shouldn't be your priority. The priority is going out and prophesying the downfall of this place. Telling these communities they're going to be destroyed. Telling the people in these communities, if you don't get right, you're going to be destroyed along with these communities. But that message isn't being relayed, man. So therefore, these people have no sense of urgency to get themselves right. And all in all, that's just going to mean there's going to be a lot of blood on you men's hands, man. Because you ain't warning these people of the times to come. All right? Yahushua himself said, if this kingdom were of his world, then his kingdom and his servants would fight. You men are fighting for Esau's kingdoms, man. The majority of these cities got Esau's name on them. The majority of these cities got, you know, are funded by Esau. They can be, you know, shut down by Esau. They can do all this. You just visiting. All right? You Jakes are just visitors in this bad boy. And you Israelites should know better, man. You should be telling these people, listen, come up out of these communities. Come under the umbrella of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Come up out of these communities. But instead, what's going to happen is they're going to ride this community thing out until the wheels fall off. But then it's going to be too late, because you think these niggas are going to wait around, these so-called community prophets, you think they're going to wait around for you when all hell break loose? You can consider your ass, you know, hanging in the balance, man. Amos 9:9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, and yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. right? So just even, extending it to these communities. The Lord's going to sift you, the hopeful elect, out of these communities, man. Never to go back to these communities and sit there and try to get some type of, program going, or some kind of food drive going, or some kind of, whatever you men decide to try to build these communities up with, whatever tactic you try to use to build these communities up, man. The Lord is sifting, all right? And 9 times out of 10, most men aren't receiving this word in their own community, because the majority of these camps are on the highways and byways and the chief place of concourse. So you may be out on a stroll one day and you may come across a camp downtown in your local area, down the shopping plaza, wherever it may be. But again, these community prophets are just gimmicks for mega cash flow. Because if you really think about it, there's nothing good going on in these goddamn communities, right? And again, these communities are run by Esau Edom. But as the scripture says, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Right? And that's also including these communities. The Lord's going to sift out whom he has selected or whom he wants out of these communities, man. You always hear, these so-called black people talking about, yeah, y'all need to come to the community. Y'all need to lift up and build up the community. Why? It's about to be destroyed. It's about to be destroyed, man. Continuing on. This is John 15:16. And it says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Right? So this is Yahweh Shai telling you. You haven't chosen him. He has chosen you. And when he has chosen you and selected you, you become a new person. You flee from the shadows of this world. Hence, you ain't going to be worried about your goddamn community or going back to the community. You hear these sports athletes and so-called musicians, whoever they may be, going back to their community to give back. To give back to what? Because 9 times out of 10, you going back to the community is not a major feat for anybody. You ain't going back there handing out, envelopes with $1,000 in them to people in your community or going door to door. So why even use that tactical gimmick saying you're going back to the community? It's all bullshit, man. Yahweh Shai Shai does the choosing. Again, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Okay? So this is what it's all about. Being chosen by Yahweh Shai, receiving the engrafted word that is able to save your soul, going out, teaching others also, that you can both save thyself and them that hear thee, Lord willing. Okay? This is the crux of what's going on. And then they go out and teach this word, not giving a goddamn about any of these communities that are going to be on lockdown real soon. What you going to do then, prophets? What are you community prophets gonna do then? When they start locking these cities down? What you gonna do? Hell no, we won't go. We're gonna protest, as we see some of you men like to do. Some of you so-called, community prophets like to get down in the mix of all these unnecessary matters. Protesting and marching and standing up for people that got, deleted by 5-0, all this madness. This is not what Yahweh Shai intended for his prophets. So therefore, if you're on that level of trying to be a community builder, or a team network, gathering to food and sandwiches and all this bullshit. You have not been selected by the Lord to be a servant of the Lord, to push this word. All right? Community. Who in the hell wants to be involved with these communities any damn way? They're all corrupt. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. And that's another tall tale of this community building. All right? You like to seek to obtain all types of treasures, if you will, from your community members. And that's all that is. It's all a gimmick. It's all, a stick that men try to pose as, these leaders. Don't you know Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King, who else? Theodore, the cat who ran an NAACP. All these same cats was all about the community, all about building up their community. And what happened? So much so now, you got these little knuckleheads running around tattooing Esau's name on their body somewhere, talking about, I'm from South Block. I'm from, James T. O'Malley Projects. But that's how stupid y'all become. And you got the audacity to say, yeah, we can't stand white people. But we from fucking we from Cohen Park, having it tattooed on your shoulder, on your arm. Totally destroyed, man, for lack of knowledge. Totally destroyed. Totally lost. All right? And you prophets out there, so-called prophets, community prophets, all you're doing is trying to make a profit. All right? Trying to build your net worth. So when somebody Googles your name, you can see that net worth right there. All this shit is about to come to naught, man. All of it. And I can guarantee you 100%, when the shit starts to go down, all these cats who are talking about we want to get back to the community, they ain't gonna be thinking nothing about no goddamn community, man. But though you so-called community goers, you're gonna be looking for these men. Where are they? What do we do? Let me tell you something. Niggas are gonna be long gone. All right? So that's what you got to look forward to. Abandonment by these so-called community boys. Okay? So with that, I'm going to end it with that. I just wanted to get a couple of scriptures on these so-called community prophets. All right? The Lord has not sent them up. The Lord has not called them into doing the true bidding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is to prophesy the downfall of kingdoms, nations, and kings, which is to prophesy the downfall and the ultimate destruction of Babylon the Great. Doomsday prophets. That's who we are, and that's what we proclaim to be. Doomsday prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that has a beautiful ring to it, because there's nothing but doom and gloom on the horizon any damn way. All right? So Lord willing, I'm going to see y'all on another one. I'm going to say shalom.